All right, there we go. So, really quickly, go to myvibe.io and you're going to learn all about Vibe. For those of you guys who don't know, Vibe stands for Visualize Your Breakthrough. Very simply, we are a uh, entrepreneurial ecosystem. We are a hub for kingdom builders, first and foremost, for anybody who's really looking to build the kingdom, who's looking to uh, get in touch with their inner self, with the source. You can do that over here. Also, inside of Vibe, you have an opportunity to get educated, build your business, connect with a great community, and also focus on your fitness and health. We actually just brought on 4 fitness trainers. So I'm excited about that. So if you actually enjoy that type of field, there could potentially be a place for you as well in Vibe Global. Vibe Vault has all of our educators in it, and Vibe Global is where you can actually put your content in there, very much like a Skillshare. If you guys ever get a chance to check it out, a Skillshare or a Udemy. But I always said, what if Skillshare had a networking component? And I don't really consider us to be just another network marketing company. I really consider it's more like evangelism for entrepreneurs. It's more like people who are mission driven and you need a network, you need an audience. So we're here to give you that audience. We do have a membership anywhere from $30+ to $249 a month. And you might be asking, like, what do I get for that? It is a robust platform. So Forex, crypto, DeFi education. We have some of the best personal mindset, professional mindset coaches to coach you through your greatness. And really, our slogan here at Vibe is the world needs what you have. So I want you to really think about that and let that set in. What do you have that the world needs? And if you don't know, this is an opportunity for you to get into Vibe to really figure it out because I truly believe that every person was put on this earth for a reason and for a purpose. You just have to tap into your creative side. I was watching a video by Myron Golden, who is a multi millionaire. I actually talked to Myron on the phone in 2016. If you get a chance to check out Myron Golden, phenomenal. He really truly is able to grow entrepreneurs mentally, utilizing the word. And he was talking about how we were all created in God's image. And he said, God created, right? And if we were created in his image, a lot of times we don't feel fulfilled because we're in this stagnant stage and we're not in our creative space. Put a 1 in the chat. How many of you guys you just feel better when you're in the zone, right? You just feel better when you feel like I'm getting some things done. Sometimes I just put things on my to-do list that I've already done just so I can check it off, just so I could feel accomplished, right? Um, so I do want you guys to know that here at Vibe, it is going to be a forever expanding opportunity for you to grow. We're going to teach you all the things you never knew that you needed to know, like Tony says. But what you want to do is you want to go to Vibe Compensation Plan and you can read all about our referral plan. You can click on Vibe Overview, and when it pulls up, click through here and really just read the slides, right? If you read them, you'll know exactly what we do. That our focus is to make sure that you're on track and aligned, right? That you're on track and aligned. 70,000 people have come over. We have a clear vision, we have a clear mission to really truly get people to discover their inner self, to develop into the being that God has called you guys to be, and then to execute and demonstrate those things to the world. We have one product, really, it's an ecosystem. Inside of this ecosystem, when you come in, there's 7 pathways. You can dibble and dabble into all of them if you want. But we do have this roadmap when you guys join our community. It's a roadmap, it's onboarding, and it'll it'll kind of guide you on which direction you feel like you should go based on how you answer questions. Okay. So, yes, I'm sure you want to bounce around to the vault, to the tribe, to Vibe Global. You want to check out BrandWorks, and then we have our direct sales products where you could actually, uh, spotlight yourself inside of our community. Hopefully, I'll be able to spotlight some people tonight. But inside of this ecosystem, you really could do anything. You could put whatever you want into the ecosystem as long as it aligns with our culture of peace, love, and joy, right? You can't do a course over here and it's negativity, right? You may not get approved for that. You probably won't. Um, and it can't be in the network marketing space. So you can't promote your other network marketing business over here. But you can do is go to our personal development classes and learn how to grow yourself so that you can sell your juice pillar potion a lot better than you're doing it now, right? So a lot of personal development. And then most people are super excited because you're going to have an opportunity to earn over here. So here's how it works. If you're a customer, you can earn on one level. It's like an affiliate. But if you decide to be a Vibe partner and you get a membership, it allows you to make income on anybody's membership that falls into your 3x10 matrix. Now, I tell people if you want to make more income, everybody type the word share in the chat for me really quickly. If you want to make more income, yeah, I mean, if you want to sell a pro membership, if you want to sell a pro and allow people to come over here and get educated, or if you want to sell a legend membership because people want to create over here, they want to promote themselves, um, then yeah, we're going to pay you more. It's just if you want to share the opportunity. So these numbers, don't let these numbers confuse you right here. It is basically dollar for dollar for our memberships, anywhere from 160 to 249 if you want to get inside of this legacy network. Now I'm going to tell you why you want to be in here because there's 88,000 positions. When you fill up, everybody type win in the chat. It's either WIN or WHEN, right? It's when you fill up the matrix because you've shared and your team is shared and the company is sharing and people tend to fall into your 3x10 legacy network. When it happens, then when they pay their membership, you make money. If you're a Vibe partner, you make money on multiple levels. Don't let these numbers confuse you right here. It's the most ridiculously basic, simple referral plan ever, right? Why? Because we're not gatekeeping. We want to give up the money. Our goal over here at Vibe is to really truly show people how to go after their hopes and dreams. I'll call you right back, okay? Sorry about that. Those keep calling me. So these numbers are simple. This compensation plan is simple. Someone asked me today, well, how do I tap into 5 levels? Well, when you have a pro membership or you've shared a pro with somebody else and you have a VP, $9.99 a month, it unlocks 5 levels. Now, listen, people may fall into those 5 levels and they may not fill up all the levels. So the person asks, well, how can I tap into 1,800 a month in income? Well, the best way to do it is to share the opportunity. Don't wait for somebody else to do it for you, right? Share by bringing people onto our calls. Now, typically we're doing opportunity calls, but right now I'm kind of rushing through it. Because I just want you guys to be able to ask me questions about whatever you want to ask me questions about. And we're only going to be on here for a short amount of time. Okay. We have a big week planned because we've spent the last 162, 63 days sharing Vibe and kind of pulling back the curtain, if you would, of what Vibe is all about. And you guys have gotten a chance to meet some of our educators, and you definitely want to get started. So you can prepay all the way up until Sunday. Your 30 days does not start until Monday. And I am so excited to start to stop our pre-launch and get into our to get into our official launch where you guys can actually log into your back office. You can go through onboarding. You have an opportunity to utilize your membership. If I were you, I would probably go all in and get the premium membership because it gives you access to everything. And it also gives you access to creator mode for Vibe Ventures, for Vibe Global, and for Vibe Style. That means that you get to create courses, you get to create designs and utilize our network, and we will market for you. So I told somebody the other day, Vibe is like one big playground for entrepreneurs. It's one big marketing hub. If you guys want to write those words down, that's basically what it is. It's it's solving a lot of your issues when it comes to not having people to support you. Well, they'll support you here because everybody's focused on the same things, getting to the next level. It may be that you need customers or clients for your tax business, and you could do direct sales and you can get into our directory. And now we can get you into Vibe Spotlight and we can start to spotlight you. For some of you guys, you want to stick your toe in it. Elevate is kind of the toenail, right? If you want your check to be a toenail, the Elevate membership is really to kind of just say, listen, I just want to get a little bit right now, but you don't necessarily want to dive into the referral program and make income. You do have to have a pro or a legend membership to do that. And we trust and believe, guys, it's going to be the best in money you've ever spent. If you want to market on Facebook, you got to buy ads, right? If you want to go do click funnels with Richard Brunson, what's his name? I forget his name. Brunson, the very wealthy kid who did ClickFunnels. He's not a kid anymore, but you would have to spend hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars to create funnels for your business. And then you have to see if the funnel's even going to work. Over here, we're promoting you every single day. That's why I call it one of the best ideas that we have ever come up with, which is to really truly take away your pain point and allow your journey to start with Vibe. So, here's the exciting part. Tomorrow, I am going to be breaking down how to max out the legacy network. And it is not a it's not a maybe it can happen. It's a I already did it. It's a I already showed you guys based on just switching gears for a second, based on doing one phone call. Everybody type a one in the chat for me, please. Right? Because I want to talk a little bit to the people who want to become legends. So, for those of you guys who want to utilize the ecosystem, get back with the person who shared the information with you and create a guest account. That's a free account. It allows you to create that account, get into your back office, and see that we're a real company. Because we live in the world right now where everybody feels like somebody's out to get them. And I don't want to be scammed. And I don't want to waste my money. Well, nobody does, right? We have put up a lot of money far before we even launched. We've made the right amount of connections over here so that you guys can connect with people like Barnaby, who has put millions of dollars into his crypto platform. You get a chance to meet with Jamar and Tila. You get a chance to meet her daughter, who's fluent in Spanish and is going to teach for us over here in Spanish. You get a chance to meet our new French educator. You get a chance to take advantage of a crypto. We have two of them. Two crypto Forex academies, a sports betting academy that's going to just kind of wet your whistle a little bit. And then we're going to continually kind of roll things out for you. You get a chance to have your own mindset coaches for $250 a month. Come on. Plus, you fall into the legacy network, so you make income on everybody else's membership. Am I making sense to you guys right now? Am I making sense to show you that the value over here is you can't even quantify it? You can't, because you haven't met all of our educators yet. I think you've met maybe 7 of them. We have like 28. And all of them are making money in their own areas. Some of them are already millionaires. Some are on track to become billionaires, pretty darn close. And they're your educators. Then you get me, right? And I don't know everything, ladies and gentlemen, but I know that I went from being broke, busted, and disgusted to learning how to create income always, because God is a creator and he created us in his image. Therefore, he wants us to be creators. Therefore, if you learn how to communicate, everybody type communication in the chat. Yep, Tyron's coming too, right? Yeah, these are some super successful people that we have brought aboard. You guys met Zia this morning. She's the bomb.com, right? If I told you all of her accolades, I just don't want to put everybody's info out there because I don't want their family members and friends, you know, asking for money and everything. But these people are super successful, both spiritually, financially, emotionally. We all have our challenges, but they have found a way to become successful through life, lifing, right? So I want you guys to be able to learn from them because I'm excited to learn from them, and they're all going to be in one place inside this ecosystem. So um, I want to go ahead and kind of shift gears tomorrow. I'm going to show you guys what I've been working on for actually years. And I put all of these ideas together and I called it the Legend Maker 777 system. And it is so simple, though, that it's going to be simple not to do it. I'm going to give you guys a blueprint on everything that I've done up until this point to be successful in this industry. So, those of you guys who want to be legends, let me throw my Google form in here. This is how basic I am, right? You don't need to do, you don't need to be super extra. You need to use basic tools. And I used a basic Google form and I did one phone call and I wasn't afraid and I postured up and I called everybody and said, listen, I'm launching a new business. I don't want you to miss out. I'm going to build it for the kingdom. Meet me on a call in an hour. I didn't even give people weeks. Nobody needs a week to get on a Zoom call. Nobody, right? And if they're busy, they just won't show up. But guess what I did? Then I did another Zoom call and I did another one and I did another one. And 162 days later, 74, 75,000 people have opted in on a dream, on a idea called Vibe. Do you guys think, yes or no? Do you think you can do that? Just put a yes or a no in the chat. And if you say yes, I think I can do it, then you can. If you say I'm not sure, then you can't. Right? Life is just really truly about making a decision and then taking some form of action. And here's the thing, you guys may not do it as fast as I did it. 128 people got on my Zoom. Now, if we would have launched months ago, yes, we probably have 300,000 people over here, but we wanted to make sure that we did it right. And we shifted gears like halfway in between our launch. We were supposed to launch February 17th. Um, we decided to fortify our company, right? A lot of people jump out too fast, and we jumped out there, and 8,000 people signed up in less than a week. We thought we would have 5,000 people in our first 90 days. So we kind of had to make some shifts. And we decided halfway into our pre launch to get a new back office. And typically, guys, to get a new back office and to put, I think at that time we had like 40, 50,000, it was growing. And to switch gears in the middle, our programmer actually, he's phenomenal. He actually told us that it would take us about 7 to 8 months. And we said, we don't have 7 to 8 months, right? We already have 30, 40,000 people knocking at the door. Is it possible to speed up the process? And we have the best programmers over here and developers. And basically it's been like changing a four tires on a semi driving 70 miles per hour. That's what happens when you tell programmers, hey, can you just tweak this? And they're looking at you like, it sounds simple, but it's not. And we said we want to be able to show people their earnings every single day. And we want them to be able to withdraw their money twice a week. And we also want the experience. We also want this to happen and this to happen. So at some point, we had to just table our wish list and say, let's just get it off the ground because our educators have been waiting for 7 months now or so, something like that. They've been waiting to teach all of you. We also added on some pretty cool things for you guys, and we have so many great things, great experiences to come to just automate a lot of what myself marketers are doing. Like I would rather use AI a lot of the times. I would rather have my recordings, my presentations automated so that it could be 3 in the morning where I am, but 7 o'clock in the morning somewhere else. And I want people to be able to just watch my videos and sign up. So there's a lot of things that we have coming, but we officially launch on Monday. So I'm excited about that. All right. So I'm going to stop talking because y'all know, I can talk, right? So what I want to do right now is I just want to give you an opportunity to, let me see who's on here. See if I have anybody who I can spotlight. We also have a news show that we're going to be rolling out once a week, and I'm excited about that. And we're going to be able to um, talk about global news, talk about, local news that's going on in our communities. We're going to be able to spotlight people in not just the United States, but all over the world that are doing phenomenal things. And it's probably you, right? You're doing some great things, but you're not walking around with the camera recording yourself for TikTok so you can upload it so somebody can say good job to you, but they should say good job to you. So what we're going to do is we're going to spotlight you within our ecosystem. We're going to spotlight our educators. We're going to spotlight our students, people who are going to class and they're having great success. We're also going to spotlight our networkers. Now, usually in network marketing companies, the only people who get spotlighted in a networking company are people who lose a whole bunch of weight because they took the product, or people who are making a ton of money. We want to spotlight our community and what you guys are doing that's phenomenal in the community. And just talk about real issues on our Vibe community news. And it's going to be a great way for people to just be able to promote themselves. We're going to be able to promote other people's businesses and say, let's take a look at Hotlanta. Let's look at Atlanta and look at some of the businesses that are thriving in Atlanta, and we become our own news. And I actually got this, I didn't make this up. I was watching Hidden Colors. Have you guys ever seen Hidden Colors? If you haven't, you need to watch it, right? Hidden Colors was really all about, I'm kind of fascinated with Black Wall Street, but we accept everybody. I don't care what color you are. You just got to have a heart of gold. But if you guys watch Hidden Colors, there was this one episode on um, economics, and it was talking about how if you don't own anything, you can't even tell your own story. And most of the time, people they don't own anything. So when things are going on in your community, you nobody's listening to you, right? Nobody's really listening. So you have to own it so that you can tell your own story. And yes, global Wall Street. So that's exactly what we have now is that we're going to create, it's not Black Wall Street anymore. It's really like it's a virtual Wall Street is what it is. And we accept everybody. So I have a really big dream that I'm going to change the world one day, but I know I can't do it by myself. So I know if I talk about the world, and I used to talk about how dirty the world is and how crazy it is, but all that does is feed more negativity. Put a one in the chat if you guys understand what I'm saying. It's the path of least resistance. If you keep talking about negative things, it's the law of attraction. You're going to start to see it everywhere. It's like when you buy that brand new car and you never had seen that car before until you get it. And then now it's like everybody's driving the car. And it was always there. You just weren't paying attention to it. So I don't want to talk about all my students that I've buried. I don't want to continually feed the world that story. I want to feed the world the story of my now 23-year-old son who is going to learn how to get his spiritual self together and learn how to get his financial self together and his mental self together at 23 years old versus talking about the opposite. So we're going to talk about what we want to see. Does that make sense? And then the law of attraction, it's going to manifest and we're going to start to see it more. So I'm just excited about that. So I know I told you I was going to stop talking, but yeah, I know. I'm an English teacher. I can't help it. All right. So what I want to do, I wish that I can unmute you guys, but when we get into our private group in our Telegram, then we're going to be able to talk in Telegram until we get into our encrypted system where I'm going to be able to talk to you guys. But that's going to happen over the next like couple days. I promise I'm going to give you guys a call and then I'm going to add you to a private group so we can communicate in there. But right now, unfortunately, I can't unmute you because I don't know. I don't know who's on here right now. Okay. And yeah, you already know. Oh, can I challenge you guys to do one thing before I get your questions? I'm waiting. Okay. Unfortunately, I can see all of you guys' messages and um I'm going to challenge you guys to outwork the haters. I challenged my leadership group. It's about 83 of them that I meet with every morning. And I challenged them and I said, don't allow like the negative people in the world to outwork you, right? If there are people out there making all kind of negative videos about your mom or your grandma or or your business, guess what you have to do? I could spend all my time like chasing them, but I'm not going to do that. I haven't yet to watch one video that they have. Not giving anybody any views. I'm not feeding negativity. Guess what you guys need to do? Outwork the haters. Like you could literally get on a Zoom by yourself like I am and talk for 3 minutes about how great Vibe is. And then when you get off, it's going to record it and it's going to ask, where do you want to record it? Record it to your laptop and then upload it to your YouTube channel. That's it. And if you don't know how to do that, it's easy to learn on YouTube. They have videos on how to do that. And upload it to your YouTube channel and make more videos than the haters. That's how you combat it, by just producing more positivity, right? I could easily get on here and I could bash people and I could talk about people but I don't have the energy to be doing that. So we all just make positive videos about Vibe. When the back office rolls out, guys, on Monday, log into your back office and walk people through the back office and show them. Whoever makes the most videos in network marketing becomes the face of the company. Well, I'm the face right now, but I own the company with two other people. I can't be the face. I can't be the top income earner. You have to be, right? So you have to share those things compliantly on all your platforms to combat the negativity. Okay. Yep, you just record on Zoom. So there's a little button down here that says record, and I'm recording right now. So as soon as I get off of here, it's going to upload and it's going to download this Zoom. And then I'm just going to save it to my desktop and then go to YouTube, which I can show you guys, and just click create, upload, and it's a YouTube video. It's super simple to do. I am non-techie, but I have 75,000 people over here off of a Google form and some Zoom calls and some videos, right, on YouTube. So, what kind of questions do you guys want to ask me? Because it's 8:34 and I actually have to get on another call here shortly. But fire away, and then we're only going to be on here. It's 8:34. So I strongly have to get off of here in 20 minutes. Like I absolutely have to, okay? So ask me whatever you want to ask me, okay? Let's see. Great. Someone said we have already started the challenge. I appreciate that. Uh-oh, what am I doing? You guys know I'm not techie at all. Low tech, high check. Okay. Let's see. Megan, should I sign on for your legacy program? Would you require 24/7 participation? No. No. You guys can do this part-time or sometime. You can do it part-time or sometime. You don't have to do it the way that I do it. My thing is when I get into companies, I always like to get to the top super fast because after 90 days, I could be in St. Lucia chilling and my business would run on its own. I like fast money, not slow money. But listen, you have to do what you have to do. And you can't allow the self-condemnation to set in because you're not doing it like someone else. You just have to make sure that whatever you commit to, if you commit to an hour a day If you commit to a few hours a week running this business, you have to just commit to that time that you say. And I'm going to give you guys my system, and you're going to see honestly that my system is going to help you not just with this business, it's going to help you in all your relationship, situations. It's going to help you become a better husband, father, a better wife, mother, because it's going to be you working on yourself doing some very specific things. So at this point, I have limited time to participate. That's okay, David. Just whatever time you have, take it seriously. And we're not going to sit on Zooms for hours and hours like I'm doing right now, because we're actually going to have other people doing the presentation and it's going to be in and out. When we officially launch, we can't do hour presentations. We got to do 20 minutes. Do the presentation, get everybody to lock in, and then get off and do your three-way calls and sign your people up. Rinse and repeat. If we do these hour calls, people will start to not show up all the time. Right now, it's just really me building the culture and letting you guys know that I am here for you. But once we really get started on Sunday, tomorrow I'm going to train you, and then we start on Sunday. We can't be sitting on these Zooms because we got to get to work. What will be the payment options available to partners who make a withdrawal during the first window? So we have the entire decentralized platform, guys. So when you get money if you shift it to your e-wallet, you are going to be able to set up your bank account and shift it that way. You're going to be able to shift it to your original bank account, do crypto, and then we do have another payment system that I love. But I can't speak on it because I'm sure it's going to be ready to go, but I have to check. I can't speak out of turn. So every day, new developments happen, because a lot of the things that we've been waiting on, guys, is not because we're not ready to go. It's programming. And because we got a new back office, it should have taken another 7 months. And it's only taken us like less than 3. So I try not to rush the programmers too much because we want them to stay over here, right? So I'll know more when we get closer to the time, and you get to see your first payouts on on the 2nd, on June the 2nd. That's a Monday. And then you will be able to withdraw on June the 5th. I think that's a Thursday. Okay. All right, let's see. About to get my blue Pathfinder wrapped in Vibe. I love it. I did wrap my Camaro that I got in this psychedelic silver color. So, and then on my license plate, it actually says Forex Pays, because I was in a Forex company and networking company. So, yeah, you guys got to dream a little bit. You got to start getting your vision boards together so that you have something to work toward. And my system is going to help you start to think about those things as well. Now, do you AI it again? I don't know what that means. Is the charter membership completed? Charter membership ended April 28th, right? Everybody who is inside of the tree right now are charter members only. If you have come in after the charter membership close, everybody has until Sunday to make sure they pay. And then everybody who is active with 160 PCV, you will drop into the legacy network, into the 3x10 legacy network. There's already like 12,000 people in there. Here's what's interesting. Okay. When you log into your account and you don't see a ton of spillover and you see empty spaces, that is a gold mine. That is a blessing, because if I would have started this company and I got into somebody's company that had this kind of compensation plan, I would have taken up all 128 of my top positions. That means everybody would have been building under my personals. Well, we didn't do that over here, because even though as the company we started the flow, we wanted to make it fair for the first group of people that came in without a timestamp. It was based on production. What did you do during pre-launch? And it was based on your activity. Are you, out of the 8,100 people, Have you been working? Have you been creating? Have you been doing things? And those people got positioned first. And then now, after that, all of the people who have paid will get positioned. But let me tell you what's going to happen. There's probably 50,000 people who are not awake. They're not awake. They don't even, they signed up and then they went off and did something else. So then we're going to focus on activating those people. Well, where are they going to fall over the next 90 days? Well, only person you need to worry about is you, that you're positioned, that you're learning and so that you are in position to earn. Okay. Will the courses we create be marketed to the public? Yes. Right. So you're going to be able to market um, courses. Really, they're going to be kind of in different places because you may be able to market your courses to your church members who come and buy your course, but they never become a like a vibe, get a vibe membership. They're just doing direct sales. There's going to be a lot of customers over here who never work the comp plan. So it's a beautiful thing how we're going to work this. I wish that all of you guys can see each other's questions, but let's see. Question: where you get your hair done? It's cute every time. I love it. Oh, thank you. I listen. The one thing you'll never see me spending money on is purses. I don't carry a purse unless I have to. I got a really cool laptop bag. But hair on that is my vice. We'll talk later. But yeah, I will spend some money on getting my hair done in a heartbeat. I get my nails done, but I hate getting my nails done. I don't like to sit because the nail people they don't like me because I'm always on my phone and I'm like, hold on 1 second, hold on. They don't like me. But anyway, thank you for that question. And thank you for saying that. Are the classes covered in the membership? Absolutely. So you guys get access to all of these educators we've been introducing you to and more in the Pro and the Legend membership. Okay. The Elevate membership is more of it's a different kind of course, but you don't get access to the vault. And that's important. That's where all the educators are. Vibe Global is where you guys will live. It's like your version of the Vibe Vault, where you can go through onboarding and put your courses in there. Will there be lessons like you just demonstrated? Yes, absolutely, 100%. And even more, you guys are going to love it. There's a lot of educators you haven't met, so you're going to get a chance to you're going to grow 10 feet tall in this year. I promise you, 2025, you're going to elevate and your other businesses are going to go to the next level. Your other relationships are going to go to the next level. Will next commissions be through 526 or 531? Well, no, that's not how our commissions work. You guys, Tracy, the money's coming all the time, right? It's a set that we don't get paid monthly or every 2 weeks. It's, for example, let's say that on Monday I sign up Tracy on Monday and he pays $249 for the Legend membership. $5 is going to go to me and it's going to roll up to the next 9 active people above me. We never short you guys money. So if somebody in the lineage is not active, it skips them and it goes to the next active person. So $50 out of the 250 a month is going to roll up to 5 people. $5, right? That $5 is going to go into what's called a reserve wallet. You guys can't see it right now. It goes into a reserve wallet to pay your next month's membership. Tracy, I'm also going to make $40 fast start bonus from you. Okay. That $40 is going to go into a pending wallet for 7 days. Legally, by law, we have to give people 7 days to change their mind, which I don't know why anybody would, right? So we can't give you that $5 right away and that $40 right away because what if they say, I don't want to be over here anymore? So it's going to go up into a pending wallet and then it's going to pin. So Monday, it's going to be 7 days. The next day, 6, five, four, three, two, one. Then it's going to go into your commission wallet. And then twice a week, you can withdraw your money. You can withdraw your money, I think, up to $20,000 a week. And then if you have to withdraw any more than that, you do have to get just an extra layer of clearance to make sure that it's really you, Tracy. Okay. So technically, you see your money every day. You can withdraw twice a week, right? On a monthly membership. So it's the best comp plan ever. Like nobody, this is one of the greatest comp plans, I believe, right? Especially for those individuals who are not big networkers. It's simple for you to make some really great money over here. Is Vibe Community News still on Roku? No, it's not, but we are going to do our show on Roku with Miss Linda. Um, it's a totally different show that we're going to do, but we are going to, thank you for saying that. The gentleman that we're working with Roku, had some, um, uh, went through a death in the family. So I know he had to kind of pause for a second. But thank you for saying that because I actually do have to reach back out, but I was going to wait until we officially launched. So Jay, remind me, okay? An hour for me works good. Let me see. Megan, I'm still not getting through. Okay. Clive, you got to call me because I think you have a email issue, so we can talk after this. When is it time? I'm sorry. When it's time, our instructions to cash out wallet to bank in the back office. We'll let you know, right? There's going to be a whole onboarding when you guys will know that it's all in the back office. Well, you'll know exactly when you can withdraw your money. You can withdraw on Mondays. You can request it's on the Vibe document. You can request on Mondays and Thursdays. If you request on Monday, your money's available for withdrawal on Thursdays. If you request your money on a Thursday, it's available for withdrawal on Tuesdays. Will the business and customer videos be available this weekend? I don't know what. Yes, they will be. And in the meantime, I need you to make them too, right? So here's the thing. I'm going to get you guys a customer video, and a video for businesses as well, for people who want to work the business. But here's what I need you guys to know. Don't be waiting on me. Don't wait on the company. We were doing 1 million a week in another company and we never had one video from the company, not one. I know I said you guys are gonna get those, but listen, if you want people to join you in your business, you need to be the one talking. I'm gonna be honest, I've never used a company video to recruit anybody. Never. I don't even use their PowerPoint. You guys can use our PowerPoint because our PowerPoint is the bomb, and we're going to do another one. But I've never used the company's PowerPoint because they're always dull and boring. And I never let somebody else present to my people because they need to hear my voice. Does that make sense, guys? I know we got a lot but even if I make a video, you should make your own video. So when you send a video to your cousin, it's not me talking, it's you. And that's why we put the PowerPoint on myvibe.io. We put it on there so you guys can use it and get on a Zoom and record your own content. Okay, so just keep that in mind. You may have already answered this, but once you've paid, for instance, if you change your mind and want to purchase the legend, there's no way of changing it, not in the first month. It would create too much of too much for our programmers while we're beta testing the system the first 30 days because we're still going to have bugs here and there in the system because anything new is going to have bugs. So yeah, you have to wait and upgrade after 30 days. Now, after 30 days, people will be able to upgrade in real time. They'll be able to say, I chose the pro membership, and then tomorrow they say, I'm 50 points away from hitting creator. Let me upgrade my membership so that my PCV will change in real time and I can unlock other levels. Or all of a sudden I want to use the market insights because they're banging, right? Then people will be able to change right away. Okay. They'll be able to switch right away. Let's see. Someone got a pro. If someone got a pro, how long before you can upgrade? 30 days. How do you connect your fast start money to help pay for your membership? Um, everything would it's going to be programmed itself. It's all going to go into your reserve wallet, but we are having built in, hopefully we get it in on Monday, where you could actually top up your reserve wallet and say, you know what? I just made a good 10 grand. I'm going to go ahead and pay my membership for the whole year, which is like $3,000 for a legend membership for the whole year, right? So there's some things where you're going to be able to do where you can kind of shift money and make sure that you're paying your membership. It's called topping up your reserve wallet. I just, I know that's on the priority list of our programmer to do. I just don't know if it's going to happen, and I don't want to say it's going to happen, even though it's supposed to happen this week. Unfortunately, one of my, let's see, what's the step I can take? Charter membership. What's the next step I can take? Charter membership. I'm not quite understanding this question, and my heart goes out to you. You said that one of your people had passed away. And what's the next step I can take? Charter membership. The charter membership is gone. There is no more charter membership. And, our condolences go out to you and your partner. And I'm glad you brought this up because my dad passed away just not in March. And it's a real thing. Like we have an older population. So it's a real thing that we talked about where we are going to build in there where you can name a beneficiary and it tells you in your distributor vibe partner distributor document that's just got revised, checked over by our lawyer, where it's going to tell you what to do if, you know, God forbid you were to leave this earth and you have amassed a small fortune and your account's making money every single month. There's going to be an opportunity for you to be able to, it's not necessarily willing it over to somebody else because you would have to have a will for that. But there's documentation where you're going to have somebody can come in and take over your position. So we're going to really go over that once that document comes out here in the next day or two. So you know what to do. Okay. Um, will the courses we create be marketed to the public? Yes, you guys will be able to do that. Can you explain again how the 45 days begin in the system before getting kicked out? You don't get kicked out right now. We are going to have it's called the purge. Write this down. Okay. There is going to be a time where somebody is inside of the all the charter members fell in. Some of those charter members are not awake. They're off doing other things, right? And they're not going to pay their membership and they're going to miss potential income. But they will have a certain amount of time before they get purged out of the system if they never activate a membership. Now, if you get in there with a $25 membership, your best bet is to get to work. You're already in there. You're already positioned. Go sell a pro membership and now you unlock 5 levels. When you unlock 5 levels of pay, that means that let's say that I go and sign up Queen and Queen signs up Gwendolyn and Gwendolyn signs up 5 people, right? So your 5 levels is open. So if I'm up here, right? And then it's you. You don't sign up anybody, but you're activated for 5 levels. And then I go sign up 4 more people and my people start to spill into your 3 legs. And then what if one of my people spills into your first leg and that one person goes and signs up 20 people, right? And those 20 people spread. You want to be able to have access to that income. You have 45 days to literally, guys, refer 2 people or you and go refer one. And then you're a connector. It's probably the easiest comp plan on the planet. Okay. So don't worry about getting kicked out. Worry about stepping up and going after your hopes and dreams and following my system I'm going to teach you guys. Okay. And I don't want to keep you guys on here long, but I am going to answer questions quickly. I'm interested in learning the basics of just being able to keep up on the different forms of social media platforms. Great. We're going to be able to teach you those things. And one of my friends has a TikToker who is just amazing, who's going to can teach us how to actually market on TikTok. And then one of my closest friends' sons is one of the biggest networkers. I'm glad you just said that because I'm going to go ask him. He makes millions of dollars though, but he could always make more. He's made money from YouTube, from all over the place. I should go call him and see if he wants to create a content creators video back here, because money talks. But people are going to be able to teach you guys these things. And we also have our Now Site marketing system that you guys really want to look at because it teaches you how to go to social media, take a snapshot of anybody's picture on social media, and it'll tell you everything you need to know about that person. I said we should really be for dating. It really like is very accurate too. And we're so next week we're gonna roll out Coco again, and she's gonna show you guys that system that's usually $69 a month. But we got her down to $12. Well, no, she offered it to me because we're besties for $12. And you guys should really be using that. And if you bought it and you're not using it, we're gonna kick that back up so you guys can use it and you can really start to market to people online. Um, Will the products be sold separately, all seven plus in the back office? It's not seven products. It's actually the Vibe Vault has all kind of academies in it. And then there's other direct sales products, and we're going to kind of slow roll the direct sales products out. But we have some pretty phenomenal ones as well. Seafire is in our direct sales. You guys are going to be able to get the free version, and then you can walk your way up. We have something called Creator Studio where you could create your courses via AI. And that's pretty amazing as well. Everything that you're going to get in the ecosystem, you're going to get at the lowest cost because we've already bit the bullet and spent the money that most people are not going to go and spend certain types of money to do these things. We've already done it for you. So now you get you know, the small cost of what it would cost you to do these things. So I think you guys are going to be pretty pleased, but it's not seven products. It's all types of different things you're going to be able to access. You said we can record on Zoom. Didn't you say it can be AI generated too? Um, I mean, yeah, I just found this new platform that I'm AI in a lot of things on as well. And because I got a lot of content. So if you guys are people who have a lot of content, there's all kind of things you're going to learn over here about marketing and entrepreneurship. So I could sit here and tell you all the things, but you already paid your membership, so you might as well go to class and learn those things from the experts. Megan, my son said, "Oh, that's nice. Tell him I said thank you." If a person signs up for an Elevate membership and now wants to upgrade to a Legend membership, what's their option? Ronette, I don't know if they have one, but let me go to support. That's what we were just talking about, that you can't upgrade, but we haven't technically launched yet. So I'll go ask that question, guys, but please don't get me beat up by support or our programmers because I'm not the person they want to talk to most of the time because I'm always asking for stuff. But let me check and see, since we haven't officially launched yet, if there's anything that can be done. You guys are going to get me in trouble. Megan, the Legacy Network in the back office. I know the yellow are personal sponsors. What is the white? I would have to be looking at it. Okay. But we are going to do a back office training where, because you can't see everything back there. So I wouldn't get too caught up in certain things because some things are going to change back there. Some of your numbers are calculating PCV, some are not. You're not even supposed to be able to see that right now. So let me look, but you guys are going to have an entire onboarding, new member orientation. You're going to have a video that walks you through the back office, all of those things when we officially launch. Okay. But don't get me to lying to you because I don't know what white button you're talking about and I'd have to log in and see. Um, but trust and believe you're going to know everything when it's time to know everything. I rarely log into my back office because I just put my head down and I focus on signing people up. I'm getting them signed up and I'm doing trainings and three ways and launch calls. So to be honest, right now, I'm just in kind of hustle mode. I have a few business owners who want to see the ecosystem only. Do we have a video with that only? Well, nobody can see the ecosystem right now because you guys, we haven't officially launched. But yes, we will have that. But again, I want to empower you guys to be like what I did. I never wait for a company. I make my own videos. If you guys go to my YouTube channel, which I've hid a lot of things for a reason for a moment, um, I have over 1,000 videos that I've made, and every time I get into a company, I just I just bang out content. I become the face of the company by sheer volume of the amount of videos that I put out. And they can be short videos, guys. So once the ecosystem opens up, I'm going to tell you what I think you should do. Log into your back office, get on a Zoom and record or go look up other network marketing companies and see what the leaders do, see what kind of content. But the biggest thing is like go show people. Like log into your back office and say, okay, look how cool this is. Do you see all these names scrolling? I don't know why you guys haven't done that by now. This is people signing up. You don't want to miss out. Get time stamped. Make a whole bunch of short 3 to 5 minute videos just on Zoom, upload it to YouTube, and just bang out as much content as you want, right? Make sure you give disclaimers if you talk about money. Will we be taught how to trade crypto? Absolutely. I meant next week on Tuesday or okay. Can you speak on this? I am a charter member. I have 30 referrals, but no one is upgraded. Do I still have 45 days to bring an active referral? Your charter membership, you got to choose a membership, David, though, right? Your charter membership was the founder membership. You guys are going to get a master class, some master classes for that charter membership. You don't get paid if you do not activate your membership, or you got to either have 160 points because you bought a pro or you shared a pro membership with somebody. Your charter membership does not activate your commission. It got you in the house early, right? All of the charter members are now positioned in the tree right now. Nobody else is in there. So they're all in there. So it got you in the tree. It doesn't make you commissionable. So I have some videos I'm going to roll out on the compensation plan, and I'm breaking them down into bite-sized pieces for you guys. So let's just talk about the check match only in a 2 minute video. Let's just talk about fast starts. Let's just talk about PCV. So you guys are going to have all of these videos, so that you can go to Network Marketing 101 school and learn this comp plan. Okay. Oh, wear my mask when I get my nails done. Yeah, I will. Megan, will individuals who are Legend members ever have an opportunity in the future to become founding partners? All of you guys if you guys all sign up right now, before we launch on Sunday, you're all founding members. Charter members are founder charter members. There are certain perks for them. But anybody who signs up before Sunday, you are a founder, right? If you sign up before pre-launch, and then that's when you get special perks. That's when you're able to, potentially get things pushed to you if we have limited seating for certain things. Everybody who is in right now before Sunday, you're a founder. Okay. It is the fairest compensation plan ever. Thank you, Megan. I love you. I love you back. Um, Someone just tried to recruit me saying this comp plan was the best. Doubt it. It ain't. I'm telling you. You got to read the fine print on people's comp plans. I can almost guarantee it, if I could guarantee, right? That there are other comp plans out here. And if you don't know what you're doing, it looks good until you get in there and try to work it. I am a compensation plan connoisseur. I have yet to see a comp plan that will pay you like this one on the duplication factor, on the pay you fast starts every month, on the pay you, the let you unlock. You can't even get in most companies unless you referred three people. You can't even make income until you have three people in each leg, or you're in a binary and you need an active person on this side and this side. They pay you a fast start bonus once, and then you make income only on one side, 10%. What? Let me talk to them, right? Anybody who thinks the comp plan is better, this is where, like, just put them on the phone with me and let's really compare numbers because I can almost promise you they can't touch it. They can't, right? I told him about now he's asking how much, right? Thank you so much. Yep. Yeah. We all know, like we all know. And once I show you guys this system and we duplicate, you, duplicate three 7 times and see if you don't change your zip code. Duplicate three 5 times and see if you don't, have enough money to that it matters, right? Even when you duplicate 3 times, I got my three, I helped them get three, help them get yeah. And that's just on legacy network pay. We're not even talking about check match and we're not even talking about fast start bonuses. Y'all better be glad that I'm not like really in this company and I'm owning the company. But it's a benefit that I'm working with you guys and you guys are believing in the system because we gonna run it up. Um, let's see. Yeah, I'm excited for Jay. If you guys check out Jay Antoine's videos, Jay Antoine the Don, he's so funny too. I love his videos. I love them. I love them. So if you guys get a chance to subscribe to his channel, I'm sure he'll drop it in the big Telegram sometimes. And his videos are so very informative. And he's going to bang out a lot of different videos for you guys that maybe I can't do as the owner, but he can do them, and they're pretty amazing. Can we make income claims in the videos? No, you cannot. Actually, the law has changed in network marketing, so you really have to be careful about going past $2,000 a month until we have people at 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 a month. But you still have to be really careful in this climate because they don't want us to win out here. They so we got to just be careful. We got to give disclaimers, and then most people, if you talk about maybe bringing in an extra 500 to 2,000 a month, that's what people can see anyway. If you start getting up into 10,000, 20,000 a month, 100,000 a month, they freak out and they don't think it's possible, which I know it is because I'm poor to most of my friends. Not when they're over there making, like they've made 4 million a month in other programs that are not around anymore, but we've partnered with them. So we are going to have some pretty cool stuff that we're rolling into the ecosystem. Um, the ultimate customer video. Bring it on, Jantuan. Bring it on. Because you guys don't even know. Like going and getting customers, you have such unlimited possibilities when you go and get a salon owner who doesn't want to do network marketing, no matter how much income you tell them they can make, they don't want to do it. But if you tell them, listen, as a legend customer over here, you get access, they still get access to create, right? They are going to get access to be able to do things as legend members. Anybody who has a legend membership can create. Didn't say they had to work the business. So you guys wait until you see. I'm sure Jay's video is going to be off the hook, but it's unlimited positioning. If you guys got to go, I understand you can go, but I'm just trying to get through all the questions. If a pro member has a legend member in their network, pro has a legend in their network, they are only entitled to $3 of the 5 in the matrix. Let me pull something up for you guys real quick. Real fast. This is what you guys need to be looking at. Go to myvibe.io, go to the compensation plan, and go to page, let's see. Okay. The bomb fast starts. I've not been in a company where they paid me fast start bonuses every month. Never, right? So we just kind of created our compensation plan on steroids. Some people are asking like, why do customers get paid more? I'm sorry. Where am I? Let me fast forward. Fast forward. Let's see. Why do customers get paid more on fast start bonuses? Because they don't go in the tree. So we want to reward you. We're actually giving you more money. So don't complain. We're giving you more money right here because you can't make a check match on these people because they're not in the tree. They're customers. They're actually off to the side, right? So I can sign up Jantuan and he can have a legend membership and I make $40 plus $5. And now he can go and sign up 10 customers who never fall in the tree. And he makes 10 times 60, that's $600. Plus, I'm going to make $30, I'm sorry, $20 on the second level of all those 10 people sitting over here off to the side. And then $3 is going to $3 is going to roll up as customers, is going to roll up to Jan Twan and to 9 people above. Because now I can't get check matches on them, but I get more money on the fast start bonus since I'm not getting check matches. But Hattie, you can go and sign up 100 customers and they never fall in the tree to take up a position. So Hattie can really produce unlimited income from her position. It's pretty amazing. When you guys go here, this is what you need to understand. Okay. Um, this is basically one pro member. This is basically 2 legends if I'm just using legends. This is 3 legends, 750 points, and you're already unlocking level 6 and fast start bonuses on multiple sites. Where you want to get to as fast as you can is you want to get to influencer. Because technically, if when you get to influencer, you get all the fast starts, all the check matches, and you're all the way through level 8. And it's how many people is that? 5 or 4 plus you? Divide this by 250. 4 or 5. Yep. You want to get here cat quick. You want to put your head down, and I'm going to show you guys in your first 7 days how to refer 7 people in your first 7 days. So we're going to start over. So you want to get here as fast as possible because if you're a rookie, it unlocks 5 levels and you're making up to $3 on individuals who fall in. So legend is 3 instead of 5. So you want to access as much income as possible. So go refer a new person, right? I was really close to the screen, wasn't I? Um, all right, I think we're almost done. The questions keep coming. Let's see. Will I be able to transfer my payments for the membership to have it come out of my card? Victoria, I'm not quite sure about that question. Will I be able to transfer my payments for the membership to have it come out of my card? You're gonna have to rewrite that question. It's my kid calling on FaceTime. Um, there's going to be a lot of things you guys are going to be able to do. For example, you should only pay your membership in this company one time. And what I mean by that is you guys should spend 30 days making sure that you cover your business cost. That means make $300, right? And I'm just rounding up. What do I need to do to make $300 so that my money rolls into my reserve wallet and I never have to pay with my card again? I never have to go through crypto again. Does that make sense, guys? I've never paid 2 times in a company. Well, let me take that back. Back in the day when I first got started, when I wasn't making any money because I didn't know what I was doing. Um, but once I figured out the system, which I'm going to teach you guys, you should never pay after 30 days. Your whole focus for 30 days should be to be in the green, right? To be pay in your membership, and at least now my membership is free because I've made enough to cover my membership. Then how do I make my first $500, my first 1,000, so on and so forth? Okay. And I'm trying to understand that question. Will I be able to transfer my payments to for the membership to have it come out of my card? Kind of confused. You can call me on the phone about that one. Will we have access to Vibe lawyers if we have legal questions? Not unless you want to pay for them. And trust and believe, you pay them more than $250 a month, right? So we're not a legal company right now. I don't think you want to pay for our lawyers. Um, Can I use my debit card to pay for somebody? No, you cannot. It's going to block you, right? And we did a big thing about that. Do not try to pay for somebody else. Somebody out of from our Africa team, please reach out to me so I can help you. Tried to pay for 11 people. It's going to block you on our system, and if it doesn't block you, we're going to see it on the back end, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to get terminated by accident because that's the one thing that actually destroys companies when you let one person pay for a whole bunch of people, then they have a stupid attack and they try to charge back, and that's how companies fall apart. So no, we cannot allow you to do that. Um, but you guys, I'm going to be available if you guys want to talk. Hold on, my phone died. If you guys want to have questions or whatever, about people with your group, if they're having some challenges, send a support ticket. We have the best support team and they're getting through all of your responses. If you're still having an issue with your email, right? Clive, I know you're having an issue with your email. We got to figure it out because it's not on our side. So we got to figure out what we can do to help you guys get activated who are having these email issues. Some people are unsubscribing and we can't send you an email if you unsubscribe. Okay. Can you repeat the part with after 45 days, please? After 45 days, if someone does not bring in a referral, do they get purged? No. As long as you're active with your 160, you have your position, right? That's a great question, Desiree. You don't get purged because you haven't referred anybody. If you have 160 points, right? You just end up, let me show you. It takes you back to your original rank. So now you're not going to have 5 levels. That's a great question. You don't get purged. So I'm a rookie. I get a pro membership for 160 points. For in 45 days, I don't refer anybody. I don't see how that's possible following my system. But let's just say for giggles, you don't refer one person. Impossible, though. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's impossible. It's impossible, right? But you got to hit connector. So you have to have 500 points, which means you have a legend membership and you go refer one legend. I could tell you right now, if you guys put me on the phone with 10 people, ask anybody who has done a 3-way call with me, I'm closing 4 of them. At least. I'm just being generous. If you go pick up the phone and you put me on the phone back to back, with I don't care with your most negative people, I'm gonna make them like me. I'm good at the 3-way call. The problem is people aren't doing that system, and I got to get you guys to get in the system. That's what I'm going to teach you. You gotta. It might take you to talk to 100 duds to get 3 studs, but I promise you, we would get them if you follow the system. Some of you guys keep burning up your leads because you haven't launched your business yet, so you're going and talking to people too slowly. And then you get discouraged. And then you start sounding like a victim. And then nobody wants to join a victim. I know that sounds harsh, and I know I got off track. But no, you don't get purged out. You just go back to only making fast start bonuses until you hit the connector rank, right? You don't get purged out. If you have 160, you're in the matrix, right? If you drop below 160, you're just unqualified for commissions, right? You're not going to get purged out. You're just unqualified because you're already in there, right? And then yes, we do have a purge, but it's nobody should get purged out. Not working with me. You're on my team. Okay. So let's see. Yes, please check. I might be missing you guys if you might have sent your question to somebody else. So Latrice, you might have to do it again because I didn't see your question. Let's see. Harvey, I'm confused about that question. Oh, white is not your direct. White are placements. Thank you. Lonnie, thank you. Ask Lonnie, he knows everything. Yellow are your personals, white are spillover. Okay. The ones that are white are second generation. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I'm making videos. Yes, I think those are in white. Thank you. Purchased a bundle, spillover. What about having a content streaming service as an alternative to YouTube and others? Many people in LA have their own independent movies and other creative content. Yes, Bobby Buck, bring them on. You LA people were doing the gosh darn thing out there. So Bobby, you and I need to connect. I'm going to call you on the phone. Um, after I called Jerome. Let's see. Your son submitted his trouble ticket. He's trying to purchase his package. If he struggles purchasing the package, sometimes you guys got to call your bank first. I got to plug up my phone real quick. Hold on. 1 second. I miss my house. I think I'm trying to decide if I want to get a house, guys. You know, I got out of my condo that I love, but my daughter's going to school all by her lonesome, and I don't know where I want to live. I only have 2 months to figure it out, and then I'm I'm gonna figure out where I want to go. I know I'm changing the subject, sorry, but I miss my space. I'm creating in somebody else's space, and it's like I'm very grateful though. I'm grateful to be right here with my daughter. But I need my own space. So let's see. So if you're trying to purchase a membership, you guys may want to call your banks first because the credit card system we have right now, which we're working on another one as well that I'm super excited about, but it's a little touchy. Like if you um have fraud protection. It's going to block you. And then what's happening is then people keep trying to do it over and over again and you're locking up your system. So if I were you, I'd call the bank first and then send a support ticket if you've already troubleshooted. Sometimes you have to clear your cache and get on a different device, right? If you did it on your phone, get off your phone and go get on your laptop, right? Get on Chrome and try to do it from there and clear your cache so it's not locked in there. If it's still a problem, we do have one issue and it's this little bluish button. Send a support ticket so that we can support you because I know you guys want to get in before Sunday. So I get it. Please don't wait until the last minute. Um, but send a support ticket if you do have an issue. And image. I never would want you to get in trouble, but I've been trying to be a legend. I've been trying to be a legend for months. Okay, help me out, Deborah. I don't quite know what that means. And most of you, everybody has my phone number, and very few of you guys have called me, which is very strange. And if I wasn't the owner, I bet you would call me. Because when I was in another company, my phone rang nonstop, and my phone does not ring nonstop. It from the same people it does. That's why they have the biggest teams over here. Carlos has the biggest team over here, right? Melvin has the biggest. There's some other leaders that have the biggest teams over here. You know why? Because they call me all the time, which I love. Nina has one of the biggest teams over here because she wore me out doing three-way calls nonstop. Okay. Don't forget you have another call. Thank you, Queen. What time is it? 9:25. Okay. I do got to get going. Let me scroll through here. You know, I can never not answer a question. We have the best on the planet. There's none like Vibe. Thank you so much. I'm excited about our company. I'm super proud of what we've done. Um, If I signed up a pro, can I pay just the 9.99 IBO fee now? If if I've signed up a pro. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think it's active yet. I don't know. I have to get back there and see if you can only choose $9.99. And listen, I'm not saying that you guys shouldn't do that. I'm just saying you might not want to ask a person like me about that. Right? I get it. We're all in different places, but I have never marketed a product that I haven't used. I can't tell you to get a product, right? I can't tell you to do that, but I'm just going to tell you that you're marketing something you're not using. And that's fine. Some people are going to do that. I'm just saying that's not how what I've ever done. Again, I'm not telling you have to get a product. Right now, I don't know if it'll allow you to even um, do that, Miss Howard. Position for wealth. I'm writing a book for the seniorpreneurs. Bev, I know I'm so excited. Bev and Denise Williams, they're going to be leading our seniorpreneurs group. You know why? Because they're the bomb.com. They've been with me for 162 days. They know how I operate. They know how this system, the company operates as well. Oh, hey, JV, and I didn't even see you out there. Um, and they're just amazing. And I'm sure that Wilhelmina, she's 90 and she is, I don't even know if I can keep up with Miss Wilhelmina. She's pretty awesome. Hi, Javian.
What's going on in Jamaica?
He always comes in like Barry White, doesn't he? Am I okay on everything? On support? A couple people had a couple questions.
I caught the tail end of it because we have cleared out all support tickets. So you send a support ticket in, it is gone. It should be back on your side. Some have been resolved. There are some that are pending. So definitely, if you sent one in, go to your back office right where you sent it from and check your open or resolve to see if it's been answered. But anything that's been sent up to the last 45 minutes is been answered.
Perfect. So I know some people are still having, like my partner Clive, it was like unsubscribed his email was or whatever, and he's still having issues. But those individuals, we're probably going to have to troubleshoot those individuals kind of personally.
I answered Clyde as well.
Perfect. See, they are awesome, guys. Like the support team is awesome. And I'm trying not to get in trouble by them because, you guys reach out to me and then I have to follow the rules and we got to go through the system because we have an awesome support team, don't we, JB?
But of course,
Let's see. Damaris, you said I have two questions above, please. Javian, can you help me real quick? Can you
I
see?
can't see them
Oh, you
if they
can't
send
see
them
it.
to me.
Gosh darn.
I can answer.
Send it to Javian Damaris because I can't find it. And then we do have to get off of here because I do have to be a parent for a moment. Let's see. I used crypto to pay my membership, but for future payments, can I have it come out of my bank card? Thank you. Yes, you will be able to change all those things. Once we get in the system and we get rolling and we just kind of get off the ground, we got to get people paid, right? Because people don't think it's going to happen. And we need people to start waking up. So we just got to roll. And then we're going to still be in this pre-launch phase for like 90 days of just pushing buttons. Megan, this button doesn't work. This or whatever, that stuff is going to come up. And then we're going to be rolling out stuff consistently, but we just want to get started because we really could have started with the vault only and not done anything else. So we want to get rolling. How can I print the compensation plan so I can study it? Um, let me get it on a PDF for you guys. Okay. I will get with Tony for the compensation plan, PDF for the um, also the PowerPoint as well. I feel you. I like to print stuff out. Great what you said earlier about 2 to 3 minute videos on an area vibe question. Can you make 2 to 3 minute videos on each area? Yes, I can, Pamela. Yes, I will. I'm going to do that. I already have some. But again, I'm telling you guys, if you really want to make a lot of income in this industry, it's so simple. You gotta be the one creating the content. They need to hear your voice. And if you don't know how to do it, that's okay. We have classes inside of Vibe that's going to teach you guys everything that you never knew you needed to know, right? I am only successful in this industry because I don't have to wait for people. Does that make sense? I don't have to wait for anybody. I can do it myself. And I'm very basic when I do stuff. I can do Google Forms. I can record on a Zoom. I can upload to YouTube, right? And I just learned some new things from our director of education. I'm about to kill the game now. So you guys are going to be able to learn those things as well. Um, so you're going to learn a lot of stuff over here on how to take your business to the next level, not just your Vibe business. Would that be auto debit from bank card to pay membership? Yes, we will have automation for your reoccurring payments. If you pay 160 and still don't get anyone to pay their membership, will you still be able to get paid? That's if somebody falls in your 5 levels. Let me show you real quick. Here's what might happen. You see this right here? This might be you, okay? Let me do this one. This may be you. What if, let me just move these people over for a second so you can look at my PowerPoints. Let me just move them. So what if nobody falls? This is you and you have 160 points. You can make up to, right? So what if nobody, like, let me fix this. Let me hold on. Let me just go to undo move. 1 second. Undo move. Okay. So I messed that up a little bit. Hopefully you guys can see. So what if this person, right, is able to, that kind of messed me up. Now I got to change it because let me just move all these people back so I'm not confusing my darn self. There we go. They were missing. So what if this happens? What if somebody falls right here? And that's $5. Okay. Potentially, this person could sign up these people could not even exist because you're not putting anybody into your legs. You have 3 legs. But what if one person falls in to your legacy network, right? And you don't put anybody here and your sponsor up here, nothing, the spillover hasn't gotten to you yet. So your organization could look like this potentially. So now you can earn income on 5 levels because we're not activating the leg qualifications or anything like that right now. So this person can go sign up 3 who signs up, and these positions aren't filled because you didn't put anybody there or you didn't get spillover. So can you make income? Yes. But what you guys should be doing is not asking that question. Right? Because this is a legend call. There's still 300 of you guys on here. And I get it. Maybe you want to ask for a friend. How can I make money and not do anything? How can I make money if I don't refer anybody? Well, that's not the mindset you should have. It should be, Megan, tell me what to do to to refer people. I don't care if you don't have friends and family. I'm gonna tell you other things that you can do. But your organization could look totally different. Then maybe one person falls here and then maybe one person falls here and then maybe this person signs up all these people, right? And you still don't have anybody over here. So your 5 levels might fill up sporadically if you're not spilling over into your own organization. And you want your people to be there first because it's the check match. You want people to have to build under your people. Let me fix this. Um, Sorry. Let me get my PowerPoint back in correct standings. There we go. So I'm going to teach you guys how to drive down 7 levels in seven, focus for 7 days to refer 7 people and drive down 7 levels in 7 weeks. It's not hard to do, but your mindset has to change first. You can't be thinking, what if I don't get anybody? Well, you already killed it right there, right? With your that kind of thinking. Maybe she means, can her monthly payment come out of her credit card automatically? Yes, it can come out, debit your card automatically. We have auto pay. We're kind of tweaking all that kind of stuff right now. She asking, can commission card to pay for her subscription? Yes. How do I change from business to personal? Good question. You guys are going to have to JVN. That's
Yes, so
something.
I'm actually answering that question right now in the chat. Somebody sent that to me. So at this moment, that cannot be changed, which is why we stressed, hey, make sure if you don't have a business account that you do personal. But we are working on that actively because we know there are some people who don't have business accounts and click business, but that is actively being worked on.
Perfect. Yes. And yeah, we're working on all those, but no worries. Don't fret. We know that some of you guys accidentally or clicked the button or whatever happened. Um, 3 by 10 matrix shows levels of team only. Once we launch, will all 73,000 fall into the matrix? No. Be only if they're active are they going to fall in the matrix. So here's the thing. I pre-launched, right? Some of you guys jumped in and helped out and you pre-launched and you've referred a lot of people, right? And then guess what? Those people had to show us that they really wanted to be in. We weren't going to put 73,000 free people because some of those people might be a scammer, right? Somebody who just was being nosy. So we needed people to engage with the charter membership, and we're giving you something for that charter, the masterclass. And then we dropped those people in. Well, guys, now there are people paying right now because they're launching their businesses, they're signing people up. You want to get your people time stamped and paying right now because then on Sunday, all those people are going to fall in and start to fill in positions. But here's the thing though. There's a lot of spaces. 3, 9, 27. There's 243 people. You cannot leave it to your sponsor right here to fill in 88,000 positions. Now, even though the company's right here, let's say just for giggles that this is Melvin, right? Melvin's got 8,000 people. Really, his organization has duplicated 8,000 times. And guess what? He ain't even left his house and he uses email. And he's got the biggest team over here with a lot of the biggest leaders who have the biggest teams who are duplicating, right? So let's say that this person right here is Melvin and his people start to fall in, right? Well, let's say this is Melvin up here. And Melvin signed up, let's say 300 people. And out of those 300, 20 of those people activated and they fell in different places, right? Some might have fell down here based on their timestamp or whatever. Okay. Well, Melvin now is going to look at his organization and say, as I start to sign people up, they're going to fill in. I need you guys to watch Jay's video because it's phenomenal and it shows you how the matrix fills up. So it might take a minute for the spillover to get to you if your sponsor's not building. Maybe your sponsor's sponsor is building, but don't be waiting for them. Don't wait for the tsunami. It's going to come, but you want your people in place first. So that's what my legend class is going to be about. When you guys commit to being legends with me, some of these questions that you guys are asking, you will never be allowed to ask me again in life. I'm only being nice right now, and I'm answering right now. You'll never be able to ask me about spillover as a leader ever again without me biting your head off politely, right? Or I'm just going to say things like leaders don't ask about spillover, they create it. Because what you're really saying to a leader when you say, well, how much am I going to make from spillover? What you're really saying is, how much am I going to make not doing the work and letting somebody else do the work and spill into my organization? Or What you're really saying is, I don't have confidence in myself to work this business right now. And that's okay. But I don't want you to say that. I want you to say, Megan, teach me what you know. I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to do whatever it takes. That's what I want to hear. I want you guys to talk to me like you would talk to a basketball coach. Or if you played basketball, you're not going to go to your the coach and say, "Hey, I really don't want to go to practice and I really don't want to really implement the things you're telling me because I don't really know if I can do it, but I want to start on Friday night." That's really me as a coach. That's really what I hear. It might not be accurate, but that's what I hear. Uh, am I out? One of my three people is a personally sponsored member. Will that change after everyone else? I put in I don't know what LN stands for. Oh, Legacy Network. I'm sorry. Duh. I just thought that our first three would fill our first level. No, Laura, it doesn't work that way because it can't. Because guess why? Well, let me show you this. When you guys look into your downline, there's no way really to allow you to have your top three positions because number one, you would have had to have been in the top 200 because 8,100 people um, came in on a Google form and they have timestamps, but their timestamps kind of got messed up. So the only fair way to do it is production. So everyone after the 8,100 people have a timestamp. Okay. They started signing up from somebody's referral link. The 8,100 people didn't have a referral link because I signed them up on a Google form. And then I've been preaching it. How do you get in early? You get in early by doing the production. So here's what happened. Like, if this is, let's say, Melvin, and let's say one of Melvin's people is a go getter, but there's four other people. It went Melvin, then it went, I'm just making this up, Sarah, and then it went Christy, and then it went John, and John made the top 200. That means he referred the most people. Well, you want those people on top because the 8,100 people didn't have a link. They don't have a timestamp. Everybody else is going to fall in according to their timestamp and if they're active with 160 PCV. So we couldn't guarantee you your top three positions because if you weren't in the top 200, those people fell in because they earned it, right? Through the production. And you want the people with the most amount of people to be closer to the top because you need them to spill in, right? But some people got lucky. I'm not even going to lie to you. Some people got lucky because we had to get Latanya in because she signed up 70 people. Or we had to get this other person in because they signed up 600 people who signed up 135 active $25 people. But we had to go through three people and they were part of the 8,100. It was a task, right? Everybody else is going to fall in based on their timestamp. But I kept saying to people, how do you get positioned? Well, get your people positioned as close to you as possible on that timestamp. You don't want to be sitting around waiting to get your people signed up as guests. And then you don't want to wait around and not get them to pay because then other people are going to fall in before them. And they're going to fall all over the place, sporadically all over. Okay. One of my partners was charged. Good. They need to send a support ticket. If you had clicked the button more than once and maybe you got an extra charge, send a support ticket. Yes. Jackie or Jack, JACQUE, support tickets. You got to send, if you have an issue like that, they have to send a support ticket. We had a person click the button 6 times. They got their refund today, but I'm like, slow down. Don't click that button that many times. And then I think we're kind of working on fixing that as well if we haven't already. Okay, it is almost 10 o'clock. And it'll never be ending. Okay, great. Thank you so much. I asked a question because I was told by someone. If you don't have a referral after 45 days, you will get purged out. Nope, you will not. You got to stay active though in there so you don't get purged out. What a great Okay, blah, blah, blah. I've got a house in Georgia that I own if you need a place. Thank you. Maybe. I plan on traveling all over the place. Thank you, Ronette. I appreciate that. Um, I really want to, I told you guys I want to be on my Eat, Pray, Love, and I just want to travel all over and never be any place more than a month. How do individuals who are time stamped upon entry get integrated into the legacy network? You'll fall in there. So everybody needs to pay if they're going to pay by Sunday and be active with 160 PCV. Everybody's time stamped. So then you're all going to fall. You're going to fall into wherever you're supposed to fall. Okay. So and then once we get started, starting January the 2nd, it's on my myvibe.io, the legend updates, it tells you. Then it's in real time. Then when I sign up Tony, you want to pay immediately because if you don't, you sit around and wait, somebody's going to fall in when they pay in real time. So it's very important that you guys understand that. I'll say that one more time. I go sign up Tony. Tony was like, oh, let me think about it. And then Angel goes and signs up Alberta, and Alberta pulls the trigger immediately and pays. She's going to fall in. Where now, Tony, you missed the positioning because you didn't pay right away. And I can't wait for that day where people are paying and falling in, paying and falling in. And y'all got $3 and $5 bills rolling up in real time, right? That's going to be exciting. Is there an instruction in the back office on how to switch monthly payment fees from crypto to debit card? Not right now, but trust and believe before anybody has to pay because nobody's 30 days has started yet. Your 30 days won't start until we start, June the 2nd. Okay. I bought a pro membership for myself, never referred anyone. Do I still qualify for commissions? Yes, for 5 levels if people fall in, right? If people fall into those positions, you'll get paid on those 5 levels if they fall in, okay? If you have a grandchild under 18, have a business, how can I market their product? That's a good question. Become a partner with them, right? Become a partner. We'll talk about that because that's interesting. If you have, you need to go into business with them and, do direct sales and promote their business. But that's an interesting question. I will ask about that. Should we be seeing spillover right now, or has that not started? It hasn't started yet. For bank fraud, what will it say? It's not fraud. Never. Here's what I want to tell you guys. We don't have any fraud over here. There is no fraud over on this side. Never. If you push the button too many times, do not go call your bank and do a chargeback because you could potentially be removed from the company forever, right? You can't do that. You just have to allow us to fix it if you push the button too many times. Okay? Never, ever, ever in life, in this company, go do a chargeback when you can send a support ticket and say, hey, this happened, and then we will fix it. But if anybody does that, I can almost bet they're going to be excommunicated from the company because you're going to cost us and you're going to ding us and everything else. Never do that in life. Did you answer this question? I'm not sure. Can I use my bonus in my wallet to transfer to another Vibe partner to pay for their product subscription? You will be able to do that. That's peer to peer. I don't think that's turned on at the moment, but it will be turned on. But you can only peer to peer when you have money in your e-wallet. And so all those things are going to kind of pop up once we launch in that first week when things are going to start to unravel. But not in time for them to be considered a founder by Sunday. But yes, peer to peer, you are going to be able to do that. And that's why we got to get rolling because some of your uplines are about to make some great income. And then they're going to just be able to sign up someone as a guest and never use crypto or the credit card because they can shift peer to them and help them to pay their membership right then and there, which is going to be a blessing. Megan, the individual who were encouraged to make their accounts and lock their positions, where where would they be positioned if they pay for their legend packages if they are only financial only on a monthly basis? I don't understand. Where would they be positioned if they pay for their legend packages if they are only financial on a monthly basis? You have to rewrite that sentence. I'm a snob. I can't help it. I used to be an English teacher, so you guys proofread before you send me something. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not, but I'm trying to read between the lines on that, but I'm having a hard time. How to find Janton's videos. He posts them inside of the main Telegram. Jay, if you wouldn't mind, um, you could probably drop them in this chat too. Well, people won't be able to see them. You can drop them in the Telegram. One second. Okay. Jay, if you're still on here, which I don't know if you are because we were supposed to get off hours ago, you guys can, he's posted them in the main groups before in the main Telegram. So go to myvibe.io and make sure you're in both Telegrams. And then I've posted them in there too. If you guys go to myvibe.io and you go into the um, channel, if you go into the channel, nobody's talking in there. It's just us uploading things. And you can kind of scroll and find his videos, but I'll have him repost those videos, or I will tonight when I get off of here. Can we send money member to member? Yes, that's coming up. If you haven't paid for a membership yet, can you change your sponsor? No, no, there's no changing of sponsors. My daughter turns 19 today. Awesome. Happy birthday. How soon after we start can we purchase a Vibe card? That's a good question. It's an integration, so I don't know how long that's going to take, but probably before you guys need to get money. But there's virtual cards and there's physical cards, but I don't know the ETA on that. I'll have to find out for you guys. Okay. System error is still there. Yes, Deborah, for some people, that system error is still there. So, oh, you're probably talking to JVN. JVN, did you get that? But this isn't a support call, but you guys can send a support ticket. It's
What
right.
you got, Megan?
Deborah said something about the system error was still there because I know that's still a thing right now.
Is that Ms. Deborah Kemp?
It
I,
is.
I answered her support ticket as well, so we got it taken care of.
Okay, sorry, I'm scrolling. I'm not worried about organization until I can get in. Yes, all you guys need to worry about is how can I learn Megan's the legend system and work it. If you work it, it works. I promise you, right? You just gotta but you can't talk to me with negativity. You can't seep in my subconscious. You can't be talking to me about the friends you don't have. You just have to do what I'm suggesting that you do, right? Until you get new friends. You just got to do what I'm suggesting that you do. And I'm super proud of what you guys are going to be going through. But I can't be picking you up off the floor every day. I can't, I won't, right? Ask my leaders. They're phenomenal. They've been dealing with me for 160 something days, 5 days a week, every morning. And they are phenomenal leaders. But they know they don't ask certain questions because there's a certain thing about just get her done. Like, and we're gonna tell you how to get her done. We're gonna tell you how to get it done. But you can't ride a roller coaster. And I'm not saying you're not going to ever be on the roller coaster because some days in business are going to be good and some days are not going to be good. That's in any business. But if you are up and down emotionally, you can show emotion with me. You just can't be emotional. Okay. I'm not wired that way. I want to be, but that's why we have, like Rachel, where you can get to the root of why you still are harboring this negativity. And she's so gentle and soft. I don't know how to be Rachel. I just don't. I don't know how to be Reagan. I don't know how to be anybody else but myself, but I know how to go get you the help that you need. That's important, right? Um, IW, JVN, did you see that message in there? Just should my personals appear if they have a membership? If they have a charter membership, but if they just signed up, no, they're not gonna. It's only the charter members that are in there, the $25 people, if they pay the $25. Okay. And again, if you guys have support issues, you can send a support ticket. Will my 6 legends who did not do charter be placed in my first legs? It's impossible to say that yes or no. Probably not though, because other people, if they didn't pay their charter, other people might spill into your legs before your people get in there, right? Or you might get lucky and the spillover hasn't hit you yet because it hasn't come down the pipeline yet, and you might still be able to fill up your top positions. So here's the thing, guys. If your people haven't paid yet and you do log into your back office on Monday and you don't see anybody, you better run as fast as you can and get your people there before any spillover could potentially get to you. Because some of you guys have signed up and you might be on somebody's 20th level. It's going to take a minute, right? But do you sit around and wait and say, I'm just going to wait for it to come? Or do you create it, right? You create the spillover. We're going to learn that. Are my personals still connected to me? Well, I'm sure they are. If you, yes, I'm sure they are, but here's the thing. If they didn't pay their membership in the charter, they may not be connected in the matrix to their people anymore. We stress that, right? So they may have missed out on all their people in the matrix. They can still get the fast start bonuses, but they might fall. Watch this, guys. And then I really do have to get off of here. So let's say this is the person who didn't pay their charter membership, right? They didn't pay their charter membership, so they didn't fall in. They didn't activate. And they signed up these 3 people. Okay. So this person's not in there. So these people went ahead and fell in because we can't hold up these people because this person is not paying attention, right? Or whatever. So when this person does go to fall in, because these people will still fall under this person's sponsor somewhere, then this person, when they go to fall in, they might fall in way over here under their sponsor's leg. And their other person fell in earlier and is up here. Okay. Now they're still connected for fast start bonuses and for unilevel type direct sales, but you're missing the matrix pay because you're sidelined to them. You're over here. This leg is never going to touch this leg. The only way is that this person's people falls into all 3 of their legs and it fills the whole matrix. But this person's people don't touch this person. They fall in their 3 by 10, right? So you always want somebody who's a builder on top. Well, we are. All the builders are on top, and that's the great thing where they can spill into you guys' organizations, but don't be waiting. Take up your positions before they get in there. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. All right. So listen, I would love to stay here forever and ever and answer all you guys' questions, but I have a feeling that you guys would stay on here the whole time. Um, One of my charter members backed out because the bank, blah, 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 because they had never heard of Beam. I would like to do a 3-way tomorrow. Great, Ivy. Listen, Beam is probably one of the most heavily funded companies ever. So if they backed out, that particular company put $80 million into their platform that we're partnered with. And, so if people back out and they're scary people, they get scared like at the drop of a hat, you probably don't even want to put me on the phone with them because if one thing, oh, I don't know what this is, so I'm not gonna do it anymore. Then they're gonna always be in and out of your business. I don't want to work with people like that. But if you want to put them on the phone with me, I will behave, I promise. I will not embarrass you in front of company. But in pre-launch, I just don't waste time on people who one thing happens and they're like, I'm gone. This is bye. Okay, sorry. I I want to work with the people who want to be here, and I'm super transparent. Would you guys agree? I mean, I tell you everything, even stuff I'm not supposed to tell you, but I'm so transparent that if somebody is still like, I don't want to work with her because I don't trust her, deuces, right? Like, we don't have time to be trying to convince folks to make money and change their lives with us, right? And I try to be as just professional. I'm always professional, but I also don't waste time with people because that's what my billionaire friend Ken told me. Don't be wasting time dealing with people. You'll be broke your whole life if you keep wasting time on certain people. And I don't want to. I'm taking it to heart now. Can you post Google link for the private group? Yep. Here you go. Okay. I think we're done, right? Megan, what will happen to individuals who register before launch but have not paid for their legend packages because they can only afford to pay at the end of the month? Well, Carol, what they should be doing is launching their business today. Listen, guys, I get it. But if they can't afford to pay the legend, don't get the legend. Go launch your business. Go make a list tomorrow and do a Zoom if you really want it and tell them to go call everybody that they know. Everybody. If I told you guys I'll give you $1,000 or $10,000 if you go put me on the phone with 10 people, you would do it. You would do it in a heartbeat. You go scrape up some people. You go find somebody on the street to put me on the phone with because the money, the reward is right there. I got the money. Here you go. I'm going to give it to you. But because people can't see it and they don't have the faith right now, then they're just like, oh, what do I do? You go to work. When you don't have money, isn't it what we tell our kids? I'm sorry, guys. I'm just being honest. When isn't it what we tell our kids? If you want something bad enough, spend your own money. Well, I don't have any money, mom. Then go to work, right? And if you're already at work, go to work over here because we've already provided you guys with an opportunity. Go refer a pro and get yourself in there so you're commissionable. I just don't know how any more simple to make it. Like literally, I just don't get how we could make it any more simple for everybody to win over here, right? So yeah, that's what I mean. I sold everything. I I I I'm not telling you to do that. I'm not telling you to do what I did. I'm just telling you what I did when I had no money whatsoever and I wanted to get into a company and I couldn't afford to get in and I had 62 days to build a team before. Now, I understand if somebody is just getting started today and they're like, "Oh man, I'm not going to have the money until Friday." Then just get in on Friday, right? You just got to get in when you can get in. But when people tell me this and I ask them how long they've been over here and they say December, January, February, March, April, May, you got in here in May? When in May? Because you get 1 week to be new with me. Like you get 1 week and then you got to do the activity that real leaders do, that real networkers do. I'm going to show you guys and then I'm going to put the ball in your court and it's going to be so simple some of you won't do it. You won't. And then the people who do it are going to make a ton of money. And then you know what you're going to say? Oh, that's because they had a big network. Oh, that's because all these excuses are going to pop up. Nope. It's just going to be you didn't do what I suggested for you to do because it's that simple. So, is there a certain way to reapproach those who said no after we launch? Yes. Go to them and say, I'm going to give you one more time the same thing I told you guys. Should we go back to it? I need y'all to look, go back to join one more time. The website's still up. Uh-oh, you're getting to see some of my fancy stuff. Don't want you to see it. Look, it's still up. Go back to joinonemore time.com. And I need you to revisit what I did and click these videos. These are the videos. And then you're going to see that this one video that I did. All right, so welcome everybody. I am going to mute you out just for a very brief moment. And I just actually have a really big announcement. So I wanted to reach out to some of my closest friends, business partners. I've probably talked to all of you at some point during the year. I know Reagan. Go back and
Raise your hand.
Go back and watch my video on joinonemoretime.com and say what I said verbatim. Copy the right cat. Say exactly what I said on that. I write it down. Literally watch my video so many times that you write down exactly what I said, or hold your phone up to Chat GBT and record it and let chat do it. That's what I do anyway. I just hold it up to the microphone on chat and let myself talk and then read to people exactly what I said and invite everybody onto the call. That's how you activate them. I'm going to give you one more time to work with me. I'm going to give you one more time to not miss out on this opportunity, and then guess what? I'm going to let you miss out on it. But this is what we're doing over here at Vibe. It's just that you got to talk with some conviction, like you really believe it. And you got to see the money before it gets here. You got to see the results before it gets here. And a lot of people, like, you just haven't had the success in networking yet. That's why I want to get you guys to follow the system and get some moolah in your pocket so you can buck up a little bit, so you can posture up on these people. But some of you guys, you're vibrating too low, right? You're vibrating low, and when you vibrate low, you can't go high. You can't elevate when you vibrate low. Even when you don't have it, you better act like you got it, right? You got to study until you are walking and talking. You know what my favorite book is? The Great Gatsby. Anybody watch The Great Gatsby? Don't message in here because then I'll see all these messages. I love The Great Gatsby because he was poor. He was dirt poor, and he studied under this really rich guy, and he learned how to walk and talk and be eloquent and speak like he was wealthy. And then he threw it all away on this girl that didn't deserve him. Sorry to tell you the story, but threw it all away, chasing the wrong things. That was what the whole book was about. So I had to teach it multiple times. It's my favorite book to teach. But anyway, he studied to show thyself approved. That's what the word says. So that's what I'm going to get people to do is like, just watch my video. Because all I did is watch Holton Bugs and all these other people and all this that I'm going to give you tomorrow. I even got all the videos for you guys. I put it all together for you. So it's like, watch these videos, study, sound like them, talk like them until you get enough oomph inside of you that you find out who you really are. And you don't have to sound and talk like other people. You just have to be authentically yourself. Are we going to do another tour in Dayton? Yep, I'm going to be, listen, Chicago, meet me in Chicago, June 12th, 13th, and 14th. If you're, you know, I just want to say we're going to have a big event there, and I'm going to get the flyers out to you guys by tomorrow. Okay, we are done. Yes, The Great Gatsby. Watch it and get it in your spirit. Get it in your spirit, right? And it's a great movie. Both of them. Watch the old one and the new one. And then their book is kind of hard to read because it's very flowery. It's got a lot of figurative language. But the point is chase the right things. Because if you don't, it can destroy you. So the American dream is to have a house and a car and a family and money in the bank. And now it's like to be able to be free and travel all over the world. The American dream has changed. Now we're in 160 countries. So now it's not the American dream. It's our global dream because we have social media now. So now you know that there's all kind of things out there for you. I want to go to St. Lucia. I'm going to St. Lucia because they have this resort that I just had seen yesterday. And I'm going. I'm going to travel all over the place and I'm going to meet my teams in Jamaica and St. Lucia and Trinidad and the UK. And that's all I want to do. I'm an empty nester after this year. Well, my daughter graduated high school early in February and she's going to school and it's just going to be me. So I'm going to act up. I'm going to like be all over the place. And then my daughter is going to be doing some online classes too because she wants to travel with me. She's in Puerto Rico right now, living it up watching my nephew play basketball in Puerto Rico, and my nephew is one of the top professional players in Puerto Rico, and they're all there. And I'm here with you guys, but I love it. But that's all we want to do is we just want to travel all over the place. So we're excited. All right. Well, I love you guys. It's 10:10, and I said I was staying for 30 minutes, and you guys knew I was lying. You don't even listen and believe me anymore. But I want to say thank you. Hopefully, we can do this more. Hopefully, you guys will call me on the phone and introduce yourself, and then we'll go to work and we'll start doing three ways and launch calls and stop talking about doing business and start doing business. Okay. So, yes, call tomorrow is going to be at 1 o'clock. I am going to send all of you guys an email. Give me a second. Okay. I'm going to get off here and I'm going to send you guys an email. So make sure here, fill out this Google form right here. And some of you guys spelled your emails wrong. So if you don't get an email by like in the morning, you spelled your email wrong because there was like 10 of you who bounced back because your emails were wrong. Okay. All right, 1 o'clock tomorrow, and I'm just gonna work. I'm gonna just give it to you straight. I promise. You can trust me this time. I'm just gonna give you the game plan, and then we're gonna run it. We're gonna run up a bag. All right, see you guys later. Peace and blessings. Tomorrow at 1. Bye.